Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry about that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. Just going to give a quick review of the post fight between Derek Chisora and Kubrat Pulev, the rematch. Prediction going into this fight was Kubrat Pulev to win the fight, uh, late stoppage, stroke, points decision. The fight ended up being a better, I thought it was a better fight, the second fight than the first fight, with Derek Chisora winning on the cards. I think it was 116, 112 one way, or 116, 112 the other, something like that. And Steve Gray giving the victory to Derek Chisora. If anyone will listen to this on DAZN, there's nothing more frustrating than when you're watching a boxing match and it's a British guy in the ring fighting, and you've got two guys that are commentating that are meant to be non-biased, that are is Derek Chisora's best mate and Derek Chisora's ex-manager, and both commentating on the fight. So when they're commentating, it's all about Derek Chisora doing this and Derek Chisora doing that and Derek Chisora they're doing this, you know. But Pulev was doing a lot of work behind the jab, throwing good combination punches. Derek was missing with punches. I say Kubrat was missing with punches, but Derek was missing with punches as well. So the stoppage thing. Now, Derek said that Kubrat Pulev didn't have the power to stop him. And I also said in the fight that if Derek's not careful, he's going to get caught with the uppercut coming in. And then sure enough, he got hit with the uppercut. I will also say, let me pause on that for a second and put that alongside Don Charles. I didn't know Don Charles was in the corner with Derek Chisora. I will tell you now, there is nobody better for Derek Chisora than Don Charles. No trainer is better than for Derek Chisora than Don Charles. It's just the way it is. Don Charles knows Derek Chisora so well. They have a unique relationship. And Don Charles puts the fire up Derek's ass that's necessary. He gets the best out of Derek Chisora. And those fights that could have been close, I kind of wonder if Don Charles being in the corner with Derek Chisora, he could have got it over the line and won the fight. You see when he fights with Derek fights with Don Charles, he's moving his head, he's bobbing and weaving. That was missing when he was with Dave Coldwell. You look carefully. Missing when he was Dave Coldwell. And that bobbing and weaving does make it difficult for people to put a jab on him and put the right hand in. Now, going back to that uppercut, you know, Don Charles was there. He was aware of the uppercut because of the way Derek was getting caught with the uppercut by Joseph Parker, ducking into the uppercut. But still, the uppercut was there, and he got hurt by Kubrat Pulev quite badly by the uppercut. For me, Kubrat Pulev is his worst own enemy because when he had Derek there, he was still pouring. He was pouring the jab. I don't understand why he was using the jab as a range fire rather than ramming that jab home. There were times he's throwing a nice jab, but he was pouring too much of the jab. And I just felt to myself, there were times he had Derek in the corner. I don't know if he was scared of getting clipped with anything, but there was nowhere in that fight where Kubrat was significantly hurt. He got hit with big right hands. He got hit with left hooks. But most of the shots Kubrat was able to ride, shift out the way of. So I had to fight. If you ask my opinion, I had to fight down as a draw. I don't buy into this nonsense that, oh, well, Derek Chisora, you know, he's lost so many fights, so let's give him a win today. What the hell is this? Giving people wins based on the fact that they've lost so many fights, or giving people wins because he's at home, he's a home fighter, he's with Eddie, and Eddie's losing fighters left, right, and center, and he knows Derek is a big draw and can get him maybe 2 or 3 more fights at the O2 Arena. Is that what it is? That if Derek was to get beat badly, then, you know, it seemed to me like Derek was ready to do a retirement speech right there. So, you know, the fact that they gave him the win, I didn't even feel happy with it. A draw was cool. But to say, oh, you know, Derek's not won in the past. He's lost 3 fights in a row. So, you know, let's give him this. It's almost like that kid in school that is always coming last in the egg and spoon race. I thought, you know what? We'll give him a medal today just because he took part. And it's kind of like people paying good hard money to see a fight, and it was a good fight. And I couldn't believe how they would say Kubrat Pulev don't want a real fight. He ain't got no heart. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. But yet he had that rumble with Klitschko, where Klitschko dropped him. He got up and still tried to fight against Klitschko, who's a bigger puncher than Chisora. So I don't know where they got this idea that Kubrat Pulev doesn't want a fight. It kind of shows you how hard Anthony Joshua actually hits and how hard he punches. Because Pulev got hit so hard he wanted to run out the ring. So I didn't like all that talk about Pulev not wanting it, because we saw when it got hot and it got heated, Pulev threw punches back. He got hit with good shots and fired back. So that nonsense about Kubrat Pulev not wanting to have a fight. Kubrat Pulev's fought around the world. He's seen guys like Derek Chisora all the time, aggressive coming forward. And for a guy at 41 years old to fought at the work rate that he did, and to keep it up, to get hit with big shots, to come back in a fight, I think Kubrat Pulev should be given credit for that. I don't think Chisora won that fight. I thought the fight was a draw at best, and it was more of a, we didn't give you the Parker fight, so let's give you this fight, because if we don't give you this fight, you may go over to the other side. That sort of thing, and Derek did say it at the end. So, no, it was a draw for me, and that's it, really. But it keeps the Chisora train chugging on. But he looked old. Chisora looked old tonight. He really did. David Hay needs to hang up on the mic. LOL, says John Smith. So glad Derek won. Don Charles probably made a difference. He did. You could see the cross-arm defense, bobbing and weaving. I said I've known Don Charles and Derek a while, and been good to see them in two camps with David Hay, up close to the David Hay fight, up close to the Tyson Fury 2 fight. So I've known them a while. So I was up close and seen them in camp training for both fights. So Don is the best training for Derek by a long shot, by an absolute flipping country mile. I thought Pulev won at least 7 rounds. Well, you were in the UK, that's to be expected. Chisora is an enigma to me. I never know which version will turn up. Well, I think Chisora now, I don't know what's happened, but I think David Hay has taught him how to be a professional. That's what I think. So please for Del Boy, both warriors, both deserve respect. Should have been a draw. Salute. Yes, Bob. How, brother? Good to see Chisora back with a win column, but he better stay away from Wilder or any top 10 heavyweight fighter. I agree. Pulev frustrated me during his whole career for having killer instinct when it matters. Plus, he underestimated the home fire factor. He has one of the best injuries in the game, though. He has, but he's very frustrating, because there were times I thought to myself, if you could put 3-4 punches together, but it is that Eastern European style, and Manny Stewart did give Klitschko that style. Well, look, I'm going to throw 1, 2, 3 punches best, not to get countered. But Pulev was throwing the uppercut, and I don't know why he stopped throwing the uppercut. That was his best punch, and that was the punch I thought that would cause problems for Chisora in that fight, and indeed it did. I don't know why he stopped throwing the uppercut, but yeah, frustrating in hell. Don't think Pulev did enough to get the decision. Can see why you'd call it a draw. Think I had Chisora by 1 or 2. Yeah, I guess so. And if you listen to the zone commentary, you'd probably give it by 5 or 6. I get it. Salute, Ingram. Yes, brother. Salute to you too. That was BS. Pulev clearly won. What a robbery joke. I thought it was close. Derek looked old, but I felt Pulev didn't give that extra oomph and put it on his punches. I agree with you there. That's Pulev's fault. And Pulev and his damn trainer. His trainer should have turned around in the corner and said, look, you know what? Freaking hell. You need to snap that damn jab. Get that jab in his face and keep using the uppercuts. You're going to catch him with it. He kept saying, well, Pulev is getting hit with the body shots. What about the uppercuts? Nobody commented that the uppercuts that Pulev was landing, they were the ones that hurt Derek. Real slugfest. Enjoyed the fight. Yep, did enjoy the fight. Good fight. I think he wants Wilder, so Wilder can put him out of his misery so he can retire. I think so too. Chisora versus Joyce next. Can't see them putting him with Chisora with Wilder. That would be a disaster waiting to happen. I would like to see Chisora versus Dubois. Chisora, Dubois, O2 Arena. Make it happen. Pulev has a great chin himself. Just shows how hard Joshua and Klitschko punched to KO him in the past. Yeah, I did mention that earlier, Saul. Did Pulev make a mistake in taking this fight, seeing as Parker nearly got robbed in the last fight? He only won because of the knockdowns. Yeah. Yeah, he may have done. He may have done. But Pulev did say, he did state in the fight, before the fight, in the press conference, he hopes he gets a shake. But to be honest with you, I mean, talking to Eddie Hearn or any British promoter saying you want a fair shake in another country, really? Come on, bro. I mean, it doesn't happen that way unless you're being promoted by that promoter and you're not. So, Kubrat Pulev, no. Truingham, Pulev has never had the punch variety, jab, right hand. At least Vladimir has a good punch with Eastern European fight style. Yes, I will also add to this that I think Kubrat Pulev could have been a heavyweight champion of the world, but I don't think he's had the right trainer with him, because that guy in his corner is the reason why Pulev lost that fight tonight. What you can range find for only so much. You're range finding. Okay, you found the range. Now snap the jab. Range finding. Tentative right hand. Range finding, right hand. And you're missing with those shots. To me, if you're missing with all them shots all the time, what sort of sparring were you getting? Who were you sparring with? What qualities? What sort of sparring were you using for this fight? Because to me, Pulev didn't look sharp. He didn't look sharp. A lot of those punches were missing. He was throwing over the top, and but his best punch was the uppercut. So I don't know why his trainer was not saying to him, look, snap that jab out, keep a distance, throw the straight right hand, throw the uppercut, and the left hook he was throwing. I don't know what that trainer was saying to him in the corner, but that trainer was allowing him to keep pulling with that jab, and that is why I thought Pulev lost the fight. He lost the fight. Dubois, good shout. Yeah, I'd put Chisora into Dubois. I had a draw or 1 round by Pulev. Yep. DDD versus Chisora will happen. Derek will not do any favors to Frank or Sky. Hey, wants Wilder for Chisora next. Oh dear. Well, one of Derek or David wants to manage him for that fight. Pulev's style worked against him tonight. When he jabbed and grabbed, Chisora just bashed his ribs up and landed scoring shots. Yes, that is true. But it's not his style, Nick. I think it's his trainer, because his trainer should have said, stop pulling that damn jab and snap it out. Because he's got a good jab. Snap the jab out and push Chisora's head back. If you look at the first fight with Chisora and Pulev, and that's why I go back to that trainer, that German trainer that Pulev used to have before, you look at Pulev's jab in his right hand, he was touching Chisora with that jab and right hand all night long. And that was a younger Derek Chisora. So, no, I don't rate the trainer he's with at the moment. He's American, I think, but I don't rate him. I don't even know who he is, but somebody can educate me. Chisora won 8 rounds, in my opinion. Clear win. He made Pulev miss a lot of shots with his defense. Did similar thing to his... Yeah, he did. Like I said, he did make him miss. How you doing, Ingram? Salute for sharing my fly. Hey, bro. That's what it's about. That's what the love is about, huh? I thought Pulev won by 2 rounds, but Chisora was well overdue the front of the green. See, we're handing out medals. We're handing out sympathy medals now, because we feel sorry for a guy. I get it. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. I thought Chisora would retire tonight. Quite shocked he didn't. Yeah, with the way he came out to the ring and way he looked like he was on his last legs, literally coming to the ring, but obviously not. What happens if Wilder and Chisora happens next? The end. Me and my mate were screaming for Pulev to throw the right uppercut all night long. That was the best punch of the fight in the 9th round. And I said in the fight, if Pulev is going to force a stoppage, it'll be for the uppercut, and he's got the power to stop Chisora. I didn't understand in my mindset. You're fighting abroad. You know that people get robbed in England. Why, when you've got Chisora hurt, you didn't take him out of there? And I don't know what it is with guys who just, maybe they're scared of getting countered by Derek on the ropes, but I don't know. Pulev trainer tonight was clueless. Yeah, he was freaking clueless. He's been clueless for a freaking while. I don't know who his trainer is, but in my opinion, he's absolutely useless. And he's the reason why Pulev lost tonight. Absolutely useless trainer. absolutely useless. You know, there was no, you know what it is? No urgency in Kubrat Pulev's work. If Don Charles was in Kubrat Pulev's corner tonight, and you put that trainer in Chisora's corner, and you put Don Charles in Kubrat Pulev's corner, I guarantee Kubrat Pulev would have won the fight, or maybe even stopped Chisora tonight. Frick's sake, I hate useless trainers. I really hate it. I was going to say just exactly that. He was mindful of Del Boy in the counter, could see in the body language. Yeah, he was careful of, aware of it. But there is a distance when you've got that jab out there. There is a distance you can see the overhand right coming, and he has got long arms, Kubrat. So if he's got him at distance, he's got him. He can measure him with that jab and then ping that right hand in. Because Chisora, when he got hit with the uppercut, he was all over the place. He was gone. But hey, who am I? You know, former European champion and two-time heavyweight challenger, and you know, world amateur star and all the rest of it. Who am I to tell Kubrat Pulev how to box? It's that European style. It's horrible against head movement. It is indeed. Pulev was slow as hell. Nah, he wasn't slow as hell, bro. Bro, don't go there. He wasn't that. He wasn't slow as hell. I mean, Joe Joyce is slower. Oh God, I hope not. Wilder horribly knocked out Chisora. I think so. Ingram, get Don Charles on the channel. It's been like 5 years. No, bro, I don't think you've been listening to me on the show. I'm not even going to go back and repeat about Don Charles. So that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. So forget it. You're more likely to get Don Turner. You're more likely to get Don Turner on the channel than Don Charles. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we've got 47 people in room. Please, tonight, smash the like button. And listen, if you smash the like button, I'm going to come back and do more of these late nights. Uncle Bash would have been perfect training for Pulev once he was available after Vlad retired. I think he would have implemented a lot more different technique to start. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Do you think Chisora's bob and weave defense is underrated when he fights like that? When he's got Don Charles in his corner, I think he's a much better fighter. And I would say, I'll go on to say that Derek Chisora is a world-class fighter with Don Charles in his corner. That's what I think. Yeah, they've lost some fights, but when Chisora's on. See, I think the injection of War Chisora and David Haye unlocked the key to Derek Chisora's mindset. Because Derek Chisora before was like, Derek was, for me, wayward. You know, one day I'll do this, and next day I'll do that, and I don't really give a damn, and he'd fight that way. But you see, there was a run of fights Derek had before he got beat by Tyson Fury. He was on a run of fights where he got himself into good shape. You know, people kept talking about Derek's weight, got down into good shape, became European champion, got the injury to his thumb, had the fight. They talked about Derek Chisora's thumb tonight. The same injury, going back to the injury I talked about prior to this fight when I was in camp with Chisora, when he fought, when he sparring with Wack and Ustinov, that same thumb is injured again. They were talking about tonight. I think Bellew was talking about it. But I don't think it's right. I really don't think it's right that any boxing show is going to have two people on the microphone talking that are both friends of the guy that's in the ring fighting. That is biased commentary. That is a conflict of interest, and it's not good. It's not good. It's not cool at all. Ingram, update me. I thought you and Don were cool. Not going there. Who won? Who won, please? It was Derek Chisora. Chisora wasn't born. He was engineered. Legend. I agree. Who did you have winning? I had it a draw, to be honest. He lost to Caballero in a horrible performance. That's when I thought Chisora's done. You're right, though. All about mindset. Yep, it's all about mindset. And you could say the same thing about Anthony Joshua as well. It's to do with your mindset. You know, I just think certain trainers are with certain fighters. You know, you've got Manny Pacquiao with Freddie Roach. You've got, Lennox Lewis was great with Manny Stewart. He got the best out of him. Certain fighters or certain trainers, Errol Spence, Derek James, Terence Crawford with his trainer. I think certain fighters with certain trainers. Have a nice evening and keep up the good work. Mario, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Pulev got robbed. Robbed is a bit strong. I would say Pulev deserved what he got. And I'm a Pulev fan and I like Chisora, but he got what he deserved. If you're gonna come to England and pull with a jab and not fight with any urgency, you deserve to get beat on the cards. So he got exactly what he deserved tonight, Kubrat Pulev. And if you decide to hire a bucket man, then that's what it is. That's why I have such a problem with trainers that shouldn't be in the corner. But that's Pulev's fault. I don't know what Pulev sees in this trainer, because this trainer hasn't made him a better fighter. He's more relaxed, more chilled out. But that's no point if you're not going to deliver on the night, or you're going to be sleepwalking through 12 rounds. What I liked about the fight from Kubrat Pulev, from my perspective, is that when Derek put it on him, Kubrat fought back. I would like to see Kubrat Pulev fight again, ditch that trainer. I'd like to see Kubrat Pulev work with. I'd like to see Kubrat Pulev actually fight Dubois for the world title. And yeah, it's possible. Why not? I mean, at the end of the day, Daniel Dubois lost against Joe Joyce, and he ended up fighting for the title before George Joyce did. So, hey, I would like to see Kubrat Pulev in. Strangely enough, I'd also like to see a fight between Kubrat Pulev and Alexander Usyk. I'd like to see that fight. I'm not saying that Pulev beats Usyk, but I'd like to see that Eastern European style. Those two guys fight, they're duking it out. I'd like to see how Kubrat Pulev's style works with Usyk and how Usyk works with Pulev. I'd like to see that fight. It might not be the most exciting fight in the world, but technically, I'd like to see how the two fight against one another and work it out. I'd like to see that. Wouldn't mind seeing the rematch, in fairness. The rematch of the rematch. Definitely worse fights out there. Yeah, there are worse fights out there. But I'd like to see Kubrat Pulev fight. I'd like to see him fight Usyk. I'd like to see him fight Daniel Dubois. I'd like to see him fight Andy Ruiz. I'd like to see him fight the Battle of the Oldies against Ortiz. Yeah, I don't want to see him fight Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. I'm not interested in that, but those fights. But Usyk, I'd like to see him fight. I want to see Kubrat Pulev back in the ring as soon as possible. I want to see him fighting again soon. Parker. Usyk, Pulev Parker. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Parker fight Frank Sanchez. So, yeah. So while I'm here and everybody's in the room, thank you so much. Very quickly, let me just give this, my second channel, a little flash here. Please, if you're in the room, get across to this channel. Lagos Cricket Academy, please get across there. We're doing some fantastic work in the communities in Lagos and Africa. So please get across the channel, subscribe to the channel, and just see what we're doing. I'm updating that channel every day, and that's where I'm at doing work. So please do check it out. It's worth checking out. Drag Povetkin out of Russia retirement to fight Pulev. No, thank you. Pulev, Dillian White. Let's see that fight. We won it tonight. So grateful. Yeah, congratulations. Well done. Chisora always lost because of his poor performances. Yeah, but he got the win tonight. So congratulations to Derek Chisora. Pulev had some very good condition for this fight, maybe close to the best shape of his career. Ate some bombs from Chisora. He did. But when you come in with the best shape of your career and then you fight like if you're sleepwalking for 12 rounds, there was passion when Chisora put it on Pulev, and Pulev had to fight back. At that point, there was a little section of the fight where Pulev woke up and fought with some real fire. But other than that, he just kind of went back into the jab and grab, paw, occasional right hand, occasional uppercut. Stop throwing the uppercut. Let's just throw the right hand instead. Are you in Africa? I am indeed. Kubra Pulev versus Deontay. No, I don't want to see that. Pulev will get smashed to bits by Deontay. Absolutely smashed to bits. He'll get hit with that right hand, and that will be that. Thank you so much for that, my friend. The Lagos Cricket Academy. Please get across and subscribe to the channel. If you could also, please, if you've got an app, please get the app as well. If you get the app, the Lagos Cricket Academy app, please get across and subscribe as well. Pulev versus Hellenius. Good fight. Right. While you're all in room, please hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button. There's 105 people in the room. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. You know, I think Pulev struggled with timing and likely to get that back. Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't think it's Pulev. I think it's that damn trainer he's got in the corner. Because I really do. Because his hands were fast enough. But I just feel that the sharpness wasn't there. And I think that comes with sparring, quality sparring, and a quality trainer that will make you work those combinations off. It's like a lock, putting a lock in a key. Do you understand? Putting them combinations together, and it's a specific combination you're throwing. Like different fighters. So like Pulev, you throw the jab, the right hand, but finish on the left hook when you fight Pulev. The jab, the right hand, but make sure you finish on the left hook and come back with the right hand. Because Pulev is open to that left hook. He's open to left hook. When he goes to grab, so you can throw the jab, feint the jab, he brings the hands down and bang with the left hook. That's how Pulev can get hit and hurt. The right hand, left hook combination. So on the patch, you're working right hand, left hook. Do you understand? So you got to snap that jab, snap it. Don't just pull with it, snap that jab and throw the uppercut and fought with force. Because you could hear the power of Pulev's punch. You could hear the thud when he was actually landing the shots. But there's too much of pitter-patter shots in between a hard shot. And that's something he's training. So you can imagine Pulev on a punching bag now. He's on a punching bag, pitter-patter, hard shot. Pitter-patter, uppercut. Pitter-patter, right hand. Pitter-patter, left hook. That trainer has allowed him to get away with that bullshit. When I would have been saying stiff hard jab, jab to the chest, jab to the chest. Do you know what I mean? Bring him up with the uppercut. What Chisora should do next is to fight Robert Hellenius, Otto Walling, Frank Sanchez or Miller, then Deontay Wilder hanging gloves up for golf. I'd like to see Chisora fight Daniel Dubois, gets a world title shot. Are you Nigerian? No, I'm not. But I'm not Nigerian. My parents are from the Caribbean, Trinidad and Grenada. Pulev versus Dave Allen. Oh, wow. I don't know why I'm just itching for Chisora versus Ariola. Yeah, I'd watch that fight. I think that's a good fight for Chisora. Do you box? Used to. And I used to train it a bit as well. Pulev versus Hughie Fury 2. Jesus Christ. No, I don't want to see that fight. Fury versus Chisora was a good fight. It was. Subscribe to your cricket channel. Love the game. Nick, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Please do get across and subscribe to the channel. Really need support, particularly those people that are old school. Now, if I get enough likes on this show, if I get enough subscribers from this show, I'm going to come back and do more shows with the old school. Come back and do more shows. It has to be done. Absolutely. Thank you for the support tonight. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Do get across and subscribe to the channel. If you're on Android, if you've got an Android phone, please do check it out. Go across and check out. Go to Lagos Cricket. Let me type it in. Lagos Cricket Academy TV. Right? Check that out. And that's available on Google Apps. So Google Store, you can go to Google Play Store. It's free. That's on the Google Play Store. Yeah. So get across Lagos Cricket Academy. And once again, Chisora versus Hunter. No. That Hunter doesn't beat Chisora does not beat Hunter. No chance. Chisora don't beat Hunter. No. He doesn't want that fight. And Hughie Fury better be careful of Hunter as well, because that's a dangerous fight. Chisora is win, lose, or draw type of fighter. He is, and he gives his all. He's always entertaining. You can't knock that. He's very entertaining. If I'm Derek Chisora now, I want to see him fight Daniel Dubois. I'd like to see Derek Chisora get a world title shot against Daniel Dubois. Yeah. Chisora versus Otto Volley. I don't want to see that fight. Southpaw, orthodox. Chisora, no. I want to fight. Ariola's a great fight. Big Baby Miller would be an amazing fight, because Big Baby Miller will come and talk a whole heap of crap, and Chisora will talk a whole heap of crap, and that would be chaos. So, Big Baby Miller, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Dillian White. With the news of Wilder coming back this year, keep the old man Chisora far away from Wilder. I totally agree with you there. Do you think Chisora beats Wilder? Hell no. Get the app. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Goguja. Please do get across and subscribe. This is the app. Get the app as well. And for those of you who the other app, check this out. You can get all the updates. Check out our website as well. For those who don't know our website, there you go. BWTMonline.com. You can check it out. All the updates and videos, not just in boxing, but all sorts of different stuff, content there. Check it out. Chisora versus Bicoli, good fight. Should be for a title. Chisora, I walk this earth like a god. Yeah. Chisora versus Charles Martin. No, I don't see that fight. There we go. What do you think of Fabio Wardley? I know his opponent wasn't up to much time, but I like him. I think he's a good career in front of him. I think he beats Goldman comfortably. I was actually going to do a video on Fabio Wardley. Like him, like his style, punches good. And he's one of these guys that when you push him, you'll get the best out of him. If you look at the Molina fight where he rocked him, and Molina can punch, he came alive because Molina stung him. My concern with Fabio Wardley, he gets hit too easily with the overhand right, and the way he moves his head, he moves into the overhand right. The right hand, he's vulnerable to the right hand. He doesn't either see or he can't block the right hand. It's like a looping right hand, and he's got to be careful because that's what Molina caught him with. And I dare not say a big punching heavyweight that came with some determination and some balls may give Fabio Wardley some real problems. Yeah, so he's good. I don't like the way he pulls straight back from punches, and I don't like the way he gets hit with his right hand. But otherwise, it's a very interesting fight to watch. Dubois versus Pulev or Chisora at this point. I want Pulev to win a world title. I really want Pulev to win a world title. I'd like to see him fight Dubois, but it'd be a good fight. Wilder will end Chisora, absolutely. Chisora versus Luis Ortiz. No, I don't want to see that either. That's trouble. Wilder will murder Chisora. No hate intended, but Wilder will wipe the floor with that guy. Yeah, he will do. Dubois versus Pulev. I want to see that fight because I just want Pulev to get a chance to win a world title. Don't know if he'll win it, but I'd like to see the fight. Oh, I'd like to see Dubois versus Chisora. And those two guys getting a shot at a world title, I'd like to see. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what would happen if you put Derek Chisora in the ring with Anthony Joshua at this point in time? Would Chisora get knocked out by Anthony Joshua, or could Chisora knock Anthony Joshua out? Flat Earthers, next thing you'll be saying is that the sun is a cornflake. I'm not sure what that means, but fair enough. Yeah, I mean, if Chisora can back Joshua up, Joshua doesn't fight well off the back foot. If Joshua can get Chisora can back Joshua onto the back foot and push him against the ropes. Does Chisora beat Anthony Joshua. Can he beat Anthony Joshua? What are your thoughts on that fight? Joshua gets spotted by AJ. Goes here. Yes, I'm right in Africa watching this fight, and I could tell Pulev got robbed because Chisora performed woefully. Woefully? That's a bit harsh. What part of Africa are you from, Emmanuel? From the name Emmanuel Kenny, sounds like you're Kenyan. I could be, no, Ghanaian. Ghanaian. Good fight, to be fair. Chisora gets spotted by AJ. Really? He gets spotted by AJ. Okay, well, if Chisora's constantly got AJ on the back foot, it's very difficult for AJ to get them big punches off. He's good on the front foot. Josh would lose. I think it's an interesting fight. Chisora versus Dubois is a good and sellable fight. Of course it is. Chisora versus Joe Joyce. That's a good fight. Very good fight. But I wouldn't want it for Chisora, especially against them ropes. Joyce would sink Chisora against them ropes. Chisora would not be intimidated by Joshua outside or inside the ring. Chisora versus Miller 0-2. I'd sign up for that fight. It's a great fight. Joshua, too athletic, would ping him with a jab and knock him out inside 8 or 9. Interesting. Joshua for Usyk better than AJ. Good point. For your information, Wilder is coming in October. He is coming in October. Joshua beats Chisora in 10. Wilder's coming to the UK in October. Okay, what, to fight? To fight in England, or he's coming back? Chisora got hit with some uppercuts by Pulev. AJ hits a lot harder. I totally agree with that one. And he ducks into uppercuts. How do you unlock YouTube memberships? Well, what you do, you go across and you go to where the subscribe button is on the channel. Let me see if I can show you now. Share. Let's go back to the channel. Let's see if I can bring the channel up for you. Very quickly. Good question, Barry. Let me bring that up for you. Right. Let's see if we can bring that up here. And come on, that's my channel. I'm going to share the screen if I can. I'm trying to share screen. Right, let me see if I can share screen. Share screen. There. Chrome. Let's see here. Right, now. It's frozen. But if you go to home, and there should be a join button at the top here. Let me see if I can refresh this. There we go. Right. See at the top here? See there's a join right here. That button there. Click the join button, and that allows you to become a member. Have I shared screen there? Can you see that? The join button, that's how you do it. I hope that answers your question. Let's see here. Joshua would catch Chisora, but I think it's a cracking fight. Yep. Have you seen the sparring between AJ and Chisora? I have the videos on my phone. Wow. Wow. Fancy pop? No, maybe not. I don't know if... I don't think Chisora's camp would be very happy, and I don't think AJ's camp would be happy. But yeah, cheers for that. Chisora, Andy Ruiz at the O2? Nah, not Andy Ruiz. Not Andy Ruiz. Not Andy Ruiz. Chisora against Joyce, suicide mission for Chisora. It is. He will pummel him against them ropes. So if he laid against them ropes against Joyce, Joyce will just hammer him against them ropes. That's just the wrong tactics against Joe Joyce. AJ Wilder, who was a better champion? Wilder, because he fought the best guy of his era. Wilder will fight in America in October. Great stuff. Chisora is not AJ level. AJ knocked Pulev out, and Pulev Chisora went the distance. Make that up yourself. Sorted. Okay, fair enough. Emmanuel, did you watch the fight? Chisora, my homeboy, originally from Zimbabwe, was a better fight tonight. You did fight well. Please let me know where you're speaking from tonight. It's always good so I can give shout outs to your area. If you're looking at it from London, shout out London. If you're from America, shout out America. If you're from New Zealand, shout out New Zealand. If you're from Africa, we'll give you a shout out to as well. If Joshua loses to Usyk, it's not beyond the realms of possibility of Chisora gets the fight with AJ. Unlike, I suppose, but you never know. I heard some rumor they were trying to get Dillian White, Derek Chisora 3, 4. Sanchez versus Joyce. Someone's always got to go. Parker versus Sanchez. Let's get that fight and not Parker versus bloody Lucas Brown. Come, guys, who wins? Fury versus Usyk. That's a good question. Wow, you have loads of live viewers here. Smash the like button. Yep, I do have. When I do the lives like this after post-fight, do get a few people in the room. It does happen. I have stopped doing it, but I thought I'd just come back tonight and see what the view, what it's like. Have a little look, dip my toe in the old ocean, see what it's like. Got a few views tonight. Nice. Dubois versus Joshua. What do you think? I still think Dubois is very green. Chisora knocked up Usyk down, but referee ruled it a slip. Round 4, last 25 seconds. If ref capped the knockdown, that fight might have been a draw. Okay. I'm from France, but before AJ went to Saudi Arabia, I was in his camp. Oh, okay. Salute to you. Hey, yo, you need to come on. You need to come and do an interview with us, bro. So, you're from France. What part of France are you in, bro? I've got a friend of mine who's a boxing promoter out there. Fella Chap Promotions. Is Dele Alli career continuing tonight? I might do some tonight. You watch it? You've been watching it, have you? Oh, for those of you who like your FIFA, I do play FIFA. I'm actually doing the career of Dele Alli for those of you who are into FIFA. Yeah, so I do a little bit of FIFA there. So yeah. While I'm here and I've got people in the room, I might just do this. I might just do a cheeky thing tonight with you guys. Because while you're in the room, while you're in the room, I forgot I could share this with you. Watch this quickly. This is our app for our actual channel. So let me show you this very quickly. This is free as well. Absolute shameless promotion tonight. That's the channel, and you can get all the stuff you're watching here and more on the app, as you can download for free. There you go. Let's see what we've got here. I believe Fury and Usyk are the best at the moment. Who wins, bro? I don't know. Depends if Fury wants to stay retired. Usyk has got the ability to make Fury look silly because of the footwork. I mean, he's fast against guys who don't have great footwork, but he's got the ability to make Fury look silly. Just remember the Steve Cunningham fight. But I believe what Fury will do, he will put his hands up and he'll try and push Usyk back. So yeah, and just lean on top of him and try and weigh him down. When will AJ have his fight? Greetings from Rare Zimbabwe. Oh, wow. Good evening. I've got a friend of mine who lives in Zimbabwe, so good evening. Uphill battle for AJ, but not impossible to pull it off in the rematch. He's got to change his mindset for sure. If he's talking about he looked like Muhammad Ali in there, he was winning the fight, that's not the mindset you want to be going into a rematch. Hopefully Usyk beats Fury. If I'm doing an interview, I'm in big trouble. I know some things about AJ Chin. Well, I get it, bro. You don't need to go into any further about that. I would give a kidney seed GGG knockout. Canelo. You know what? That's what a lot of people are overlooking there. GGG going to super middleweight. They're like, yeah, super middleweight, but 8 pounds. I think 8 pounds. Him coming in as an older guy with that extra weight may make him more powerful, and that may backfire against Canelo. And he probably had a better shot of knocking him out at middleweight than at super middleweight. Just a thought. So happy for Del Boy. Hope he gets the bronze Dawson fight. Fury beats Usyk. More experience in heavyweight bouts and way bigger, would easily pile his weight on Usyk and KO him. Fury said he felt lumps on his head after a while. The trilogy didn't want to fight after it, but then he fought White. I know. Canelo got humbled. Butte would be fascinating if Usyk beat Fury. Canelo got exposed and well beaten. Well, he didn't get exposed. Bivol is just a very good fighter. Oh, by the way, Bivol interview is on this channel, as with Usyk's interviews being on this channel. Before anybody was interviewing them guys, we were interviewing them. Thoughts on Alonso Corey disrespecting Eddie Hearn and Matchroom? Well, you know, I said this a long time ago and people laughed at me. We'll see how much heart and balls and guts Eddie Hearn's got. He's all talking about everybody else's heart and guts and determination. Let's see how much determination he's got when the table's turning. I told people a long time ago, people didn't go to Eddie Hearn because they liked Eddie Hearn. They went to Eddie Hearn because he had Sky. So that gave exposure. So I think people got it twisted. We'll see how much people are stay loyal to Eddie Hearn now that he hasn't got a Sky deal and it's on DAZN. Now we'll see. And the same antics and the same shit that Eddie been talking and stuff he's been doing before, the rah, rah, rah he was talking before, can you still do that rah, rah, rah now when you're on dead zone? You can't walk around giving it the arch because you're on dead zone. Do you know what I mean? And people know what's going on in my career, and you haven't been handling people right. So you pick people on the shelf that are not ticket sellers, but the ticket sellers you do have, you throw them under the bus. So you don't know how to manage fighters. So a Coley coming out and saying what he's saying is what Coley probably always thought about him. But there you go. Big house boxing. Trust me, bro. I think Usyk's only one that can beat Fury at his own game. Bivol outmanned Canelo. That's all. It doesn't ruin Canelo's legacy. No, it doesn't. But if GGG knocks him out, it certainly does. Canelo has still got a great pound for pound. He lost trying to be great, moving up another weight. Hold on a second. Let's hold that right there, Barry. This is the same Canelo that people thought could beat Usyk, right? So let's just hold that right there. What do you think of the match between Pulev and Yard? I think it's horrible matchmaking. Horrible. The only way Yard can win that fight is to march Pulev down, march him down, reduce the space between him and Pulev or Beterbiev, and make sure you don't get hit with a shot, because that's going to be carnage. Usyk wouldn't beat Fury, although it'd be a great match. You know, I had this conversation the other day. People say that Tyson Fury would beat Muhammad Ali because he was so much bigger and stronger and taller. What are your thoughts on that? But yeah, I would love to see it definitely on the scorecards as well. They said Crawford is asking too much money for the Spence fight. I don't think Crawford's in a position to do that, to be honest. Let's see if Usyk is the same after this war he's been in. It could have messed up his head. It could have messed his head up, but could have messed his head up. But is AJ's head right anyway? I mean, you can't have that. You have to be that mentally strong. If AJ's talking about him saying he looked like Muhammad Ali, I mean, there's a problem there. Turbiev would be too tough for Yard, in my opinion. Totally agree there. He's laughing. Absolute idiots think Wilder would get fights on 13 fight lost journeyman who Americans have never heard of. I like Fury, but he's not as good as Lennox, though. No, I don't think he is either. Fury beats Ali in all attributes. No disrespect to Ali, respectfully. This is the conversation people have had. We're going to have to get into this one. White laughed when Barry embarrassed him in front of a slave owner comment. Coley called her out. White is a fraud. Can Wilder beat Usyk? If Wilder hits Usyk on the chin, he'll go. Next question. Yard wants to win a world title, so he has to fight Beterbiev or Bivol. I'd rather Yard fought Bivol than Beterbiev. Yard has a puncher's chance, but on paper he has been overmatched. Yard should have no business. Yard and Boatsy should be fighting one another, and the winner go on and fight for the world title. Nonsense. Muhammad Ali in his prime would school Fury prime. Probably. Nazim Richardson said to Fury, when Fury asked him his opinion, he said, if his abilities, you're very, very big. Yeah, is it. He's very, very big. And let's remember, Steve Cunningham putting him on his ass. Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight, knocked him on his ass. So if Cunningham can do it, I would think Ali could do it too as well. Spence Crawford, 70-30 to winner, 50-50 to draw pay-per-view. Let's see who's hungrier. Fox. Facts. Yeah, so if Ali can drop Fury, then if Ali can do, if Cunningham can drop Fury, then I'm sure Ali could do it. Yard should have left Liberty Tunde after the Kovalev loss. When's Conor Ben gonna have a proper fight? The day that Eddie Hearn and Barry sell up Matchroom and disappear to someone like Mallorca or something. Fury for me fights better when he's big and fat, but he's more like a wrestler. Ali would have many more fights than Fury and Ali lost fights. In no way am I disrespecting Ali, but no way we have a chance against a fast 6'9" Fury. No chance. Well, Pychik dropped Fury. There you go. Never and Pychik. Let's remember them fights. Don't know. I don't know. I think Fury. The talk about Fury is because he's big. It's because he's big. Nobody can tell me that Fury's got better boxing ability than Ali because he hasn't. But he's big. Get in, Derek Warrior. All Ali can box on the back foot. Ali for me. Ben versus Thurman. Good fight. I think Thurman's going to be fighting, what's his name? Boots Ennis. Another one who's been on this channel. I'm hearing Conor Ben versus Eubank is in negotiation. Yeah, well, that's not a good fight. Ben has not got the chin to take on Eubank. Sorry. Look what he did to Foreman. Yes. I think Fury in his prime now. We're not talking 5 years ago. Field of Dream stuff, mixed eras, but it's fun to imagine. Did Chisora deserve to win? Haven't watched it yet. Draw for me. It was Pychik. LOL. Didn't see that fight. I think he was Canadian Pychik. Chisora needs to retire. Yeah. Ali destroys Fury every day, all day, every day, as would Mike Tyson, as with Lennox Lewis, if we are talking about them in their prime. I think Fury would give Lennox problems, but it's that uppercut Lennox Lewis is up close. Fury can't fight inside as good as Lennox Lewis, and Lennox Lewis would get inside and rip them uppercuts. I don't think Fury can beat Vitaly Klitschko. I could be wrong there. I just don't think he beats Vitaly Klitschko. But I could be wrong. Prime Vitaly Klitschko. Don't think he beats him. Right. Before people start disappearing in the room, I'm going to cut it here. Please smash the like button. I don't even know how many people are liking it. Smash the like button today. Need to get subscribing. PlayStation or Xbox? PlayStation, for sure, for real. Just before I go, Barry, what do you think of the old Dele Alli season? How's it doing? Vitaly would beat him in the inside. Yeah, Vitaly's a good fighter, man. Mike Tyson's 5'10". Big up BWTM. Big up to you as well. Please smash that subscribe button while you can now. Smash the like button. Consider becoming a member of BWTM Sports. Check out our FIFA seasons, our Pro Evolution Soccer seasons. Get the app. And yeah, thank you so much. It's been encouraging tonight to see you all in the room, in the house. It's been good talking boxing for you. Have a great night. Take care.